Okay, so I'm going to show you how to play All I Really Want to Do by Bob Dylan. And I'm going to show you a simpler version and a more advanced version, slightly more advanced. They're both pretty easy. They use pretty basic chords. But there's a couple of nuances that are really interesting about this song that give it interest to what is otherwise a very basic chord progression. So I have the capo on the 2nd fret, and one of the things I recommend whenever you put a capo on your guitar, you should tune afterwards. And the reason is because, for one thing, when you put the capo on, you're going to be stretching the strings just slightly, so you might be slightly sharp. So if you're playing with other musicians, for example, you're going to be a little bit out. The second reason is, depending on the capo you're using and the way that you put the capo on, some capos are better at applying even pressure from the front, and some are, like these ones, are a little more, just kind of simple to use, but they kind of pull the strings a little bit to the side, which means that some of the strings might be a little bit out and you might be out of tune. So, good idea to tune when you use after you put a capo on. Okay, so the strumming pattern for this song. This song follows a very sort of pure Woody Guthrie style 1, 2, 3. So this is that's the beginner version, and the nice thing about this is it's a really good exercise song to throw into your practice routine. If you're a dead beginner, and you're practicing chord changes, and you're finding the chord changes are a little slow, there's a lot of chord changes in this song, and mastering this song will make your chord changes smoother and faster. So this is the beginner version. It's a G shape, a C shape, and a D7 shape. Now, why D7 and not D major? Well, it just adds a little bit of tension to the song. It's how Bob plays it on Another Side of Bob Dylan, and it just sounds more interesting on this particular song versus which would just be a pure major kind of song. This adds a little bit of, that little blues, a little bit more bluesy, a little bit more interesting. So let's see how it goes now. So when the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now I think this song is probably in 6/8 technically, because if you count it, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 makes a little more sense than 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. But that's a technicality. Doesn't make any difference at all. I just thought I'd mention it. So G. So when he goes into the verse, he goes to the C. So it's I ain't looking to compete with you, beat or cheat or mistreat you, simplify you, classify you, deny, defy, or crucify you. Okay, so it's just changes from C, G, D7, G, C, G, D7, G. Now, when he goes into the chorus, he slides the C up 2 frets. All I really want to do. Up again to the D here. That's a D. It's a C moved up 2 frets is a D. Now, you could say technically it's a D sus4 because this note here is a 4 instead of a 5. But again, like, it's just an interesting D. That's the way you could say it. All I really want to do. Up again. Baby, be friends with you. Up again. See, he finishes it off by going back to the verse pattern at the end when he's playing the harmonica, and he adds one more C to G at the end of the harmonica little solo that he does between each verse. Now, he varies this a lot during the song. If you listen carefully, you'll hear a few different variations of this. At the end of the song, there's even one point where he, goes, all I really want to do, baby, be friends with you. So you can see there's different, he even goes, see, this is a D and this is a D. But he's going from a D sus4 to a D7. So it has that sort of progression to it. But he only does that once that I could hear in the song. The rest of the time it's... Let's play it through, and this is the beginner version. If you want the intermediate version or the slightly more advanced version, you can just skip ahead a little bit. I'll show it to you in a minute. So he starts out. Oh, and I looking to compete with you, beat or cheat or mistreat you. Simplify you, classify you, deny, defy, or crucify you. All I really want to do is baby be friends with So that's the whole song. It just repeats that. So, and again, the slight variations during the harmonica solo. So, play it the way you want to play it. Finish it off, resolve it the way you want to resolve it. And especially if you're not playing harmonica, you want to resolve it in some kind of fairly tidy way there at the end. So, here's the more advanced version. So instead of starting out the verse, instead of starting out the verse here, playing the C here, you can play the C here. I look, and the G here. I looking fight with you, fright, and then go back to this part. So just to explain these chords a little bit more, this C is 3rd fret on the 1st string and the 2nd and 3rd strings on the 5th fret. Okay, so this finger is not involved. My middle finger is not involved. And the G is top 2 strings on the 3rd fret and the 3rd string on the 4th fret. So that's a G. It's really just part of the G bar chord, right? but it's these strings here, and you can add in the fourth string as well. So nice, right? Nice chord progression. Very pretty way to play that. I need some lyrics here to be able to do this. And then up here again. Drag you down. Oh, bring you down. Chain you down. Oh, bring you down. Okay, so let's do that again. No, and I ain't looking to fight with you, frighten you, or uptight you. Drag you down, or bring you down, chain you down, or bring you down. All I really wanna do is baby be friends with you. Okay, so that's the more interesting way, and you can see how he works in these really interesting chords to make what is a very basic chord progression a much more interesting song. So if you want to take your time and learn the more advanced version, it makes the song really pretty, actually. All I really wanna do is baby be friends with you. I hope that helps you out. Have a good one.